Thank you for watching another video by Impound Comics. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're gonna only pick non-Avengers because if Endgame's in here or Infinity War's in here, I feel like that just makes it unfair. But I'm definitely going, this is the second Suicide Squad. Blade hands down over Bloodshot. X-Men The Last Stand or Kick-Ass? I'm going with Kick-Ass, actually. If it would have been X2, that would have been different. Joker. Constantine over Thor The Dark World. Catwoman or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for sure. Homecoming over Far From Home. Batman versus Superman or Spider-Man 3? Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man 3. Iron Man 2 or Batman and Robin? Iron Man 2. Spawn or the Ninja Turtles 2? Dang it, that kind of sucks. I got the first Ninja Turtle, so I'm keeping Spawn. Justice League or Fantastic Four? Non-Zack Snyder cut. I'm going Fantastic Four. Oh my God, worst Fantastic Four, worst comic book movie ever made, or Punisher Warzone, which is honestly not a good movie either, but it is far better than 2015 Fantastic Four. Men in Black 3 over Batman Forever. Daredevil over Elektra for sure. This Into the Spider-Verse. Look, it's like in another language, so I was thrown off. I seen the cover, but like the whatever language it's in threw me off for a second. But Into the Spider-Verse 84 was not good. I said I'm not gonna do Avengers, so I'm not picking Justice League Zack Snyder either. Just for the sake of keeping it. Birds of a Prey or Supergirl? I don't really care for either, but Supergirl. X-Men Apocalypse over Black Widow. Wonder Woman 1 over Steel by Shaquille O'Neal. Accident Man or Howard the Duck? I could care less. I could definitely care less. Venom over Ghost Rider for sure. For sure, Venom over Ghost Rider. I don't even think it's close. Thor Ragnarok over Iron Man 3. Deadpool over Hellboy for sure. Kick-Ass 2 or First Avenger? First Avenger. Ant-Man over the first Suicide Squad for sure. Ant-Man. X2 over the Dark Phoenix for sure. It's not even a close one. Hellboy or Flash Gordon. I'm not picking Hellboy. Winter Soldier over Shazam by a mile. Judge Dredd or Blade Trinity? Old school Judge Dredd. See, Blade Trinity is the worst of the Trinity. If it was Blade 2 or 1, I would pick that. I'm picking Judge Dredd over that. I love Judge Dredd. Amazing Spider-Man 2 or Mystery Men? Amazing Spider-Man 2. Shout out to Mystery Men. Oh God, Venom Let There Be Carnage or Green Lantern? I would say Let There Be Carnage is still better than the Green Lantern movie. The Dark Knight over The Crow for sure. Blade 1 over Suicide Squad 2. Joker over Kick-Ass. Joker. Constantine or the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? My childhood or an underrated movie? Damn. I'm going Constantine. I'm doing Constantine. Homecoming or Spider-Man 3? Homecoming. I love Spawn, but the time could not compete with Iron Man 2. Fantastic Four over Warzone. What's up, Mega? Men in Black 3 over Daredevil for sure. Into the Spider-Verse over Lone Ranger. Birds of a Prey or Apocalypse? Apocalypse. Wonder Woman 1 or Accident Man? Wonder Woman 1. Venom or Thor Ragnarok? Thor Ragnarok. Ooh, Deadpool 1 or Captain America the First Avenger? I think Deadpool 1 is better than Cap 1. I'm going Deadpool 1. X2 over Ant-Man. Winter Soldier over Hellboy. Winter Soldier. Judge Dredd or Spider-Man 2? Um, Pretty much the worst live action Spider-Man movie or a classic Judge Dredd movie. Judge Dredd is a classic. It's just old now. Just older. I ain't gonna lie. I'm taking Dredd. I think Dredd is a better movie. It was better in its time too. Received better. Dark Knight over Venom, Let There Be Carnage. I'm taking Blade over Joker. Get out of my face. Homecoming over Constantine, though. I love Constantine, but yeah. Um, Iron Man 2 or Fantastic Four 1? The original Fantastic Four movies were not bad to me. I actually genuinely enjoyed them, but I don't think they're better than like great movies or anything like that. I just think that they did what they did for their time. Iron Man 2 was okay, too. Iron Man 2 is probably definitely visually better because of when it was created, but I actually would say I think Fantastic Four is a better movie. I'm going Fantastic Four. Oh man, Homecoming or Men in Black 3. Men in Black 3 is so I mean, I said Homecoming. Into the Spider-Verse. Men in Black 3 is legendary, but Into the Spider-Verse is Into the Spider-Verse. X-Men Apocalypse or Wonder Woman 1. X-Men Apocalypse or Wonder Woman 1. Which one do you guys think? Apocalypse. There's a reason why I stopped to ask because I've noticed how much people hate on Wonder Woman because they now don't like Gal. I guess as an actress, Wonder Woman 1 is for sure better than Apocalypse. You guys are crazy. This movie is dope as hell. This is one of the worst movies in the X-Men franchise. Y'all are crazy. Wonder Woman 1 is hands down in my eyes better than X-Men Apocalypse. For sure. Just want to see what y'all was gonna say. To each its own though. To each its own. Deadpool 1 or Thor Ragnarok? Deadpool 1 or Thor Ragnarok? That's actually pretty. Oh, that's actually tough. That's actually tough. I'll say this, there's a little bit of biasness for me on this one. There's definitely some biasness, and it looks like people agree with most of my biasness. Aztec said Deadpool, but everybody else is saying Thor. I'm not gonna lie. Thor Ragnarok in my mind is better. Not way better. I love Deadpool. But if I was to pick one, I'm going Thor Ragnarok. I'm not gonna lie. I love Oh my god, X2 or the Winter Soldier. The best of both. Right here. Right here. Mm. I am not going to I've never been to any fan expo, oddly enough, but I'm definitely not gonna be at the one in Toronto. I need you guys to uh tell all the promoters of your cons to book me. All the promoters of your con to book me. Timothy said X2, Joey said Winter Soldier. Tim said stop it. I ain't gonna lie, X2 is a classic. Winter Soldier is better. Winter Soldier is better. Not by a lot, but that is the better movie. Sorry, Tim. Oh, my bad. I keep calling you Tim. Let me get close to the screen. My bad. TN. I'm gonna call you TN from here. I keep saying Tim. I don't know. I wasn't paying enough attention. It's Dark Knight by a mile. This is where Judge Dredd stops. Blade 1 or Spider-Man Homecoming? What's a better movie? Blade is hands down better than Homecoming. Blade is hands down better than Homecoming. Into the Spider Verse over Fantastic Four. Thank you for the new follow on Twitch, you guys. Thank you, and the subscription. Thank you. Now that's how you join a chat. Thor Ragnarok over Wonder Woman. Thor Ragnarok. Oh, Dark Knight or the Winter Soldier. Dark Knight or the Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier is definitely its rival from Marvel, I would say, but the Dark Knight is just the Dark Knight. Dark Knight is my favorite comic book movie of all time. Dark Knight takes that. Shout out to Winter Soldier though. Ah, Into the Spider Verse against Blade One. Into the Spider Verse or Blade One. Damn, this kind of sucks. Into the Spider Verse or Blade One. This one I think would depend on just who you ask. Honestly, I think. Um, damn. Yeah, I don't really like this one. I don't really like this one. I'm not really a fan of making this decision. Miles or what? Miles or Blade? I think I think I'm going into the Spider Verse. I think I'm going into the Spider Verse, but I love Blade One. Spider Verse it is. Thor Ragnarok is one of my favorite movies of all time. But this is where he stops. This is where he stops. Dark Knight. The Dark Knight. Spider Verse or Dark Knight? Spider Verse or Dark Knight? If you had to pick one, I'm going Dark Knight over Spider Verse. Now we're on the other side. So the Green Hornet, or what is this, Superman 3? Jesus Christ. Who cares? Who cares? Green Hornet is how I'm feeling. But really doesn't matter because neither one of these movies are gonna make it to the end. So, but I take the Green Hornet with Seth Rogen. The Phantom, which is underrated, or The Crow. The Phantom or The Crow. You guys seen these movies? This is early '90s stuff right here. Shout out to Brandon Lee. Shout out to Brandon Lee. Rest in peace to a goat that would have been a bigger goat. The Crow is better than the Phantom, but I remember the Phantom. Dark Knight Rises or Men in Black 1? Men in Black 1. Not gonna lie, too iconic. What's up, Aztec? I'm going Men in Black 1, even though I do love Dark Knight Rises. Bane is not better than Men in Black. Will Smith is better than Bane. The cockroach is the best. Men in Black. That's prime Will Smith. Way too much of a cultural impact. There's I didn't hear anything negative about Men in Black in the beginning of the Men in Black run. Like even if somebody said I don't like Men in Black 1, that sounds weird. Superman or Logan? Logan. Logan. Ooh, The Mask or Spider-Man 1? As much as I love The Mask, it's Spider-Man 1. The Mask was still just, very fun, very comedic. Spider-Man 1 did a little bit of helping of a push of the superhero genre just being more serious than The Mask did. Okay, Guardians 2. Guardians 2. Superman is just all over the place these days. You know, going Black Panther. So for those who didn't know, I said in the beginning, I'm not picking any Avengers movies. They automatically lose. We're trying to keep it more with solo title films. So Infinity War loses because I don't want Avenger movies. That's like it's such an obvious win. Civil War or Swamp Thing? Civil War or Swamp Thing? This might be a tough one. Civil War. I almost put Civil War in the Avengers category, though. I might take Civil War out of it too later on. We'll see. Superman Returns or the Eternals? This is actually going to be a funny one. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I know there's like this new resurgent love for Superman. Superman Returns is garbage to me. I don't want to watch that crap. Eternals is overhated. Eternals is better than that movie. I don't care about that. League of the Extraordinary Gentlemen is such an underrated cult classic. League of the Extraordinary Gentlemen is underrated, but there's no way it's better than Watchmen. Watchmen is such a dope ass movie. Watchmen is such a dope ass movie to me. I love Watchmen. Overrated, underrated, excuse me. The Shadow. Alec Baldwin. I don't even know what that is. I've never heard of The Shadow by Alec Baldwin. I'm going X-Men. Blade 2 or Fantastic Four 2? You know, hot take for me. Um, I actually like Blade 2 the most of the trilogy. That's my favorite Blade. I think the vampires, the ones that are eating the vampires, are extremely scary. The way their mouths opened up, he teamed up with the vampire hunters. I loved Blade 2, but I don't know how many people feel that way. But Blade 2 is super fire to me. It didn't end the best, pre. It didn't end the best. Batman Returns or The Punisher? Batman Returns. Batman Returns. I don't want to remind you of Resident Evil. You know why? Because we don't need no reminding of that. Just leave it. Leave it where you forgot, Titan. You don't need it. Aquaman or Batman 89? Yeah, that's how I feel, Curly. That's how I feel. Aquaman or Batman 89? This is like, a movie from the 80s, which, I would say Batman is a better probably movie, but it's not. There's no way if I had to pick which one I'm going to watch for the rest of my life, I'm definitely going to watch Aquaman. Aquaman is good. I liked Aquaman 1, but, like, I just have no desire to watch Batman 89 again. I watched it. It was great for the past. I'm never gonna watch that movie again. So, for that reason, Aquaman. Again, you guys, if you are coming in later, I'm not picking any Avengers movies. So, Avengers automatically, lose because I want it to be more, solo titles. So Ultron is not even an option. It's Guardians. Guardians for sure. Endgame automatically loses. Same reason. No Avengers movie. Although this is not the Ninja Turtles movie I would have wanted to pick. But Endgame automatically loses because I don't want Avengers movies. Men in Black 2 or Wolverine's Origins? Men in Black 2 or Wolverine Origins? Which ones do you guys think? I think Men in Black 2 as well. I'm going Men in Black. MI2. MI2. Days of Future Past or The Punisher, the older Punisher movie. This is not even a close one. Um, you know, Days of Future Past. Let's move on. Okay. Iron Man 1 for sure. Those old school Punisher. Okay. The New Mutants or Captain Marvel? Um, Captain Marvel would not beat out a lot of movies, but it's definitely going to beat out the New Mutants for sure. At least Captain Marvel like added to the MCU story. The New Mutants, Jesus Christ. Who cares? Spider-Man 2 or Ghost Rider? That's an easy one, Spider-Man 2. You know, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but in the mid 2000s, I don't remember what year, or Ant-Man and the Wasp. I actually enjoyed the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't know why it got so much hate. I thought that this movie was great. Ant-Man and the Wasp, I did not give a damn about. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. First Class or The Amazing Spider-Man? X-Men First Class over The Amazing Spider-Man 1 for sure. X-Men First Class. The New Dread or Deadpool 2? The New Dread or Deadpool 2? The New Dread or Deadpool 2? Deadpool 2. Avengers automatically lose because they are too good. So Avengers is an automatic loss. Batman Begins. Avengers is automatic losses. Still said Zoom was fire. Who cares? So um the other Ninja Turtles are Man of Steel. I don't remember which one was the one we picked earlier. I don't remember which one was which, but Man of Steel for sure. Man of Steel. Thank you for the new follow on Twitch. Thank you for the new follow on Twitch. The Crow over Green Hornet. The Crow. How much further we got? Yep. I'm going with the Crow over Green Hornet. Logan or Men in Black 1? Damn. I love Men in Black 1. Logan is a better movie. Men in Black 1 is an all-time classic though. Ah, Logan. Logan. Spider-Man 1 or Guardians 2? Spider-Man 1 or Guardians 2? There's no date on the animated movie, brother. It's far away from being done. Being worked on though. Spider-Man 1 or Guardians 2? Four people have said Guardians. Four have said Spidey. I don't necessarily think that's a hot take. To each its own. I could say this: if I was to pick one of them to watch for the rest of my life, I'd pick Guardians too. Spider-Man 1 was dope, but it wasn't that dope. I'm going Guardians. Guardians. Panther or Strange? Spider-Man 2 would have been a different story. Panther or Strange? Bump, 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 bump. Bump, 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 bump. Panther or Strange, you guys? Panther is better than Strange. Strange was good, just lacking a little bit. Civil War or the Eternals? I kind of want to get rid of Civil War just because I feel like Civil War is too close to an Avengers movie. If you guys weren't here earlier, I got rid of all Avengers movies because I wanted to do solo titles. I think Civil War, I might get rid of. I just think it's too powerful of a movie. We're trying to keep it more like a grounded thing. You know what I mean? I'm going Eternals to get rid of Civil War. Civil War is too good of a movie. This dude Bryce says bruh every 5 seconds. Watchmen or X-Men 1? Appreciate you, brother. Watchmen or X-Men 1? Curly, I strongly disagree. I'm going Watchmen. Blade 2 or Batman Returns? Blade 2 or Batman Returns? I'm going Blade 2. Those 90s Batman movies were cool for the time, but I have no desire to ever watch like them ever again. Aquaman or Guardians 1? This one's an easy one. Not gonna lie. Aquaman was good for the DCEU. Guardians is just good. Period. MI2 over Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. MI2. Days of Future Past or Iron Man 1? Damn. Damn. Days of Future Past or Iron Man 1? What are we doing here? Damn. I think um I love Iron Man 1. I think if I was to pick one forever, I'm going Days of Future Past though. Days of Future Past for me. Captain Marvel or Spider-Man 2? Now this is a tough one. This is a tough one here, you guys. What are we gonna do here? This is a tough one. This might be one of the hardest decisions I've ever made in my mind. We have Spider-Man 2, OG Tobey Maguire with all this nostalgia, or Captain Marvel. What are we gonna do here, you guys? Newer Turtles or First Class? I'm going First Class. Deadpool 2 or Adam West? Deadpool 2 or Adam West? Deadpool 2. Shang-Chi or Hellboy 2? As much as I love the Hellboy movies, I thought they were super dope. They're just out of their league. But I do love the old school Hellboys. Shang-Chi it is, though. V for Vendetta or 2003 Hulk? V for Vendetta or 2003 Hulk? I'm going V. Vendetta. Batman Begins or Man of Steel? Batman Begins or Man of Steel? The chat is saying Batman. I might say otherwise. I might say otherwise. No, it's Batman. I like Man of Steel though. Logan over the Crow. Logan for sure. Black Panther 1 or Guardians 2? BP 1 or Guardians 2? Boom. I don't think Guardians 2 is better than Black Panther 1. If it was Guardians 3, I like Guardians 3 more. I don't think 2 is better though. I'm going with BP. Guardians 2 is good though, but it's the worst of the trilogy. Bruh, bruh. It's the worst of the trilogy. Watchmen, for sure. Watchmen for sure. Bro said Eternals by a hair. Yeah, right. It is a little bit of a hot take, bad. It's not that bad of a hot take, but it's a little bit of a hot take. Yes. Guardians 1 or Blade 2? I think Guardians 1. I love Blade 2. Damn. Guardians 1. Guardians 1. Men in Black 2 or Days of Future Past? Days of Future Past. Spider-Man 2 or X-Men First Class? Spider-Man 2 or X-Men First Class? Dope, dope, dope. I'm going Spider-Man 2. Deadpool 2 or Shang-Chi 1? Deadpool 2 or Shang-Chi 1? For me, out of Deadpool 2 or Shang-Chi, I ain't gonna lie, Shang-Chi is better. Shang-Chi is better. Batman Begins or V for Vendetta? It is, Curse. Batman Begins over V for Vendetta. Ah, it will always, it will always be Wakanda forever, but Logan is the better movie. Logan is amazing. Logan is amazing. Watchmen or Guardians 1? Guardians 1 over Watchmen, although I do love Guardians. I mean Watchmen. But I'm going Guardians 1. Guardians 1. Days of Future Past or Spider-Man 2? Days of Future Past or Spider-Man 2? Days of Future Past was dope. Super, super dope. One of the better movies, but uh SM2 is SM2. Shang-Chi or Batman Begins? Shang-Chi or Batman Begins? Doop, 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 doop. Thank you. Thank you for the new subscribe. Thank you for the new subscribe. We are almost to our subscriber goal. Appreciate you. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I like Shang-Chi more than Batman Begins. I ain't gonna lie. I like Batman Begins. Not like that. Dark Knight, I love. I don't know. I feel like I'd rather watch Shang-Chi again. Batman Begins is slow as hell. I'm going Shang-Chi. All the all the glaze of Batman can get out of my face. That movie is not all that. It was good. It was good, but not like that. Dark Knight was amazing. To each its own. To each its own. Logan or Guardians of the Galaxy. Shang-Chi's visuals were way too crazy for Batman Begins. Logan over Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm picking Logan. Logan for sure. Thank you for the new subscribe, though. I'm picking Logan over Guardians. I. This is where Shang-Chi stops. This is where Shang-Chi stops. This is where Shang-Chi stops. I am not using a Canon camera. Dippy, how dare you disrespect me in such a manner? I'm using a Sony FX30. I love Shang-Chi, but yeah, Spider-Man 2 is a better movie in general. Ooh, Logan or Spider-Man 2? Logan or Spider-Man 2? The winner of this round. No, not in a fight. It was a better movie. Logan is better. Out of my face. Old man Logan over Spider-Man 2. All day, any day. I will rewatch that more. I like it more. But I do love Spider-Man 2. No shade. No shade to the classic. It is a classic. It is legendary. But I like Logan more. Now we have Logan versus The Dark Knight. We have arrived. Logan or The Dark Knight? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What y'all think in the comment section between these two legendary films? Both of them are goated. I also have already made my decision. I was just seeing what y'all had to say. But for me, Heath Ledger. All day, every day. Any damn day.
Thank you for watching another video by Impound Comics. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.